and 1. Be there now. What is this memory? Trust your first impression.
In Japan.
Japan, very good.
When I was 2 or 3, and I went to see some castles.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mum saying, "It's our little secret."
Mm-hmm. What do you notice about these castles?
I don't see a lot of detail. I just remember that they were there.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to just use your mind. And I'd like for you to just enter one of those castles. And as you enter the castle, the body that you have as Michelle will disappear, and a new body will be on the other side. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and I'd like for you to just enter one of those castles. Begin now on 3. Going into the castle, dispersing your body. 2 and 1. Be there now. What's on the other side? What do you imagine is there? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you notice?
Very green.
Mm-hmm.
Like a meadow.
What is it?
Like a meadow, open green.
A meadow, a green meadow. Very good. What else do you notice around this meadow?
The sun is shining.
Mm-hmm. The sun is shining. Do you notice in this meadow if you have a body there?
No. I don't see anyone there.
All right. So notice the observer of this meadow. The one who is viewing the green meadow. Is there a body? What comes to mind? Is it just an observer? Or does it have a body with it?
I don't see a body.
All right. So if you don't see a body, then you can very easily move. So I'd like for you to just use the power of the observer. And I'd like for you to just zoom out of this meadow. Imagine yourself, the observer, zooming out. And let's see where this meadow is. What do you see next? Where is this meadow?
There's some steep mountains at the back.
Steep mountains, very good. Keep going. What do you see next? The more you describe, the more you'll see. These mountains in the back, do they have snow or are they bare?
They're quite steep, so they're almost like straight faces.
Mm-hmm.
Dark stone.
Dark stone, very good. Tell me more about this. What else do you notice?
There is snow on the top, so it's got... So there's black and green and white.
Black and green and white. Is there anything that's on this mountain besides the snow?
Not that I see.
Mm-hmm. So can you move around this place?
Yeah, so I zoomed out. It's like I zoomed backwards.
Mm-hmm. What do you see next? What comes to mind next?
Blossoms.
Blossoms. Beautiful.
Pink ones.
Mm-hmm. Where do you see these pink blossoms?
Down on the edge of the green, down below.
Mm-hmm. Are these blossoms wild trees, or are they in someone's garden? Where do you see them?
No, they're just wild.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty untouched view.
How does that make you feel?
Calm.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's see what else you can find. I'd like for you to just continue traveling. Tell me everything that you experience. What do you see next?
So an elephant.
Mm-hmm. An elephant. Very good. Tell me more.
It's just one.
Mm-hmm. Where do you see this elephant?
Kind of came in through the air.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a floating elephant.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more jungle.
More jungle now?
Yeah, because he's not alone.
Mm-hmm. So as the observer of this, are you now on the ground?
No.
You're still looking at it from above? Okay. So tell me what you see as far as these elephants are concerned.
Just slow moving.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Slow moving and free. Very good. Let's see where these elephants take you. I'd like for you to zoom in. Where do they go?
So they're coming from the jungle towards the green.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
Maybe to some water.
Towards the water?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they come around the edge of the green.
How many elephants do you see?
I only saw the first one, but I feel like there's heaps.
Mm-hmm. Many elephants.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you feel a connection with these elephants?
I feel like I'm just observing.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? What do you notice next?
Some wind starts.
Some wind starts.
It's blowing.
Mm-hmm. Is this a strong wind?
Like gusty, but it's gone again.
Okay. Has that affected the elephants?
No.
No. Now, in this state, you are able to connect with those elephants mind to mind. I'd like for you to just connect with them. What is the feeling?
I'm asking where they're going.
Mm-hmm. What do they tell you?
They say they just are. They just be.
Mm-hmm. Do they have a message for you?
Be free.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel with this message?
Brings a tear to my eye.
Mm-hmm. What can you learn from these elephants?
Just exist and go wherever you feel.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's close that scene now. And let's go to a time or a lifetime in which you were not able to be free like that. We're going to count from 5 back to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll go to that time when you did not feel free. 5, drifting through time and space. 4, where there was no freedom. 3, allow the images and the feelings to come now. 2, and 1. Be there now. Where are you?
Like on a dirt road.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
Seems there's some wooden, like, fence line, or everything looks brown.
Mm-hmm.
The fence, like, thatched. Maybe some sort of thatched buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Brown, like the dusty road.
On this dusty road, do you feel you have a body? Look down at your feet.
Yeah, it's like I've got sandals on.
Sandals. Are these male or female feet?
Female.
Mm-hmm. Notice your body, how it's dressed.
Brown. Everything here looks brown, like sacking.
Mm-hmm. Like sacking?
Canvas. Not canvas, like sacking.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you're dressed.
It's just like one big piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dress.
Like a dress. Very good. How long is this dress?
Down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Or ankles to ankles.
Notice your hands. What do your hands look like?
Brown as well.
Brown. Is your skin color brown?
Like European, lighter.
Mm-hmm. And notice your body. Is your body thin? Is it healthy? How do you feel? Young, old? How do you describe your body?
Maybe 30s.
Mm-hmm. Notice your hair.
It's short.
Mm-hmm.
And like a slim build, not real skinny, but a slim.
Mm-hmm. What do you look like?
So short, like short brown hair.
Short brown hair. Very good. Very good. Are you carrying anything?
No.
No. So I'd like for you to just continue on this dirt road and tell me where it is that you're going.
To a quieter space.
To a quieter space. What is it about your space that is not quiet?
I feel like there's rocks, like some sort of quarry or something. Like it's an area where people work.
Mm-hmm. Do you work at that quarry?
Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be there.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to think about it. I want you to just know it.
Yeah, because I want to get to a quieter space.
All right, let's see where it is that you go. I'd like for you to go to the destination that you choose to be quiet. What is this place?
It's by some water.
Mm-hmm.
Trees by the water.
Are you by yourself there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be in that quiet space?
Nice.
Very good. Do you notice anything else around you?
No, just the trees and the water.
All right. So now I'd like for you to close that scene, and let's go back to the place where it is that you work. Be there now. What is this place?
Large rocks. But I don't see tools. It's like this extraction of something out of the ground or the rocks.
Mm-hmm. What do you use to extract this out of the ground that you're using? Focus in and see.
Another like scraper, hammers.
Mm-hmm. A scraper and a hammer?
Yeah.
And what is it that you're extracting? What does it look like?
I think it's some type of metal.
Mm-hmm. What color is this metal?
Silvery.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone in this place, or are there others around you?
I feel like there should be others, but they're not close by.
Okay. So I'd like for you to notice who is it that you're extracting these metals for? What do they look like?
Grumpy men.
Grumpy men. Mm-hmm. What do they look like? How are they dressed? Like you?
No, they've nice suits.
Mm-hmm.
Grey.
How do they treat you?
You don't see them very often.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They don't. It's like we're not there.
Okay. So let's close this scene now. Let's go to the place where you live. Be there now. Where do you live?
Seems like a little earth hut with a thatched roof, quite small.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one room.
Yes. Do you live in this place by yourself, or are there others with you?
By myself.
Mm-hmm. Notice what's inside of this place. What do you see?
It's like a sleeping mat. There's not very much there. Just like a bare floor. Little wooden cupboard with food.
What kind of food do you see there?
Like grains.
Anything else that you notice?
Somewhere for cooking inside, like a fire, like a just like cook on a fire on the ground, pretty much.
Okay, very good. So we're going to leave this scene now once again, and we're going to go now to a scene in that same lifetime when something very important happens. Be there now. Where are you?
At a wooden building.
What is this building?
A church, maybe?
Are you inside or outside of this building?
I was coming from outside.
Take a look at your body now. Are you older or younger?
Older.
How are you dressed?
Same type of thing, just a one piece.
Yes.
Long brown thing.
And what is the reason for you coming to this church today, this wooden building?
Maybe it's a funeral?
You'll know what it is. Allow the scene to transpire and see what happens. What's the occasion?
It is a funeral. So I'll go inside and there's people there.
Let's find out who is the person that died.
It's a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was an accident with rocks.
Mm-hmm. As you get closer to the body, you'll know if you know this friend from the lifetime of Michelle.
Doesn't feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling any emotion at this funeral? Or is it an obligation?
It's like a small... There's not a lot of people that live there, so we kind of all know each other. So it's obligation. Not so much, just what we do.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? Do you notice anything there?
They burn the bodies because there's no... It's so rocky everywhere, they don't bury them, they burn them.
Very good. Is there anything else important about this event?
No.
No. So let's close this scene, and now let's move to the next significant event, the one that will give you an idea of what this whole lifetime is all about. Be there now. Where are you?
It's like a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people.
What's the celebration about?
Can't see. There's lots of flowers everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Lots of flowers. Is there a reason for the celebration, or are you just celebrating?
I feel like it's some occasion.
Mm-hmm. Take a look and see. Are you dressed any differently?
No.
Mm-hmm. How is it that you celebrate?
Just come together. I feel like maybe it's summertime.
Mm-hmm. So just enjoy these festivities. Enjoying the summer. Do you notice anything else?
No.
All right, very good. So let's close this scene, and let's go to the last day of your life in that lifetime. The last day in which you lived in that body. And tell me where you are.
At the quarry.
Mm-hmm. What's happening on that day?
It seems normal work.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, I don't know if it was an explosion. I don't know. Maybe it's just the rocks fell
Where did they fall?
on top of me.
Mm-hmm. Did you die right away?
Yeah.
So release that spirit from that body. And look at this situation. What happened after that fall of all of those rocks? What happened to that body?
It was crushed.
Mm-hmm. So where did you go to next after you left that body? Let's follow the journey of your soul. Where did you go to?
Up into the sky.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone there to meet you? Look around and notice what this place is like.
Just seems like space.
Like space, very good. So as you look back at this lifetime that you just left behind, what purpose was a life like that? What were you learning from it?
I just feel blank.
Feel blank? So how is that lifetime affecting the lifetime of Michelle? In this lifetime that you just lived, you were in one place in a small village, working with rocks. How is that lifetime affecting the lifetime of Michelle?
Perhaps that's what made the want for travel, to move around. See different places.
Yes. And does the crushing of her body have anything to do with her life now?
No.
No. Very good. What advice would you like to give Michelle after living that lifetime, spent in that one place, just looking through these rocks? What do you tell her?
To enjoy who you are around.
Is she doing that?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Very good. So let's disconnect from that lifetime now. Allow this woman to continue on her journey, and we're going to begin to go now from space to another time, another memory that is affecting the lifetime of Michelle now. So let's begin now by taking a very deep, deep breath and begin to propel yourself on 5, going through time and space to another lifetime, another memory. 4, a memory that is affecting this lifetime. 3, drifting and floating through time and space to find that moment in time. 2, allow the images to come now. And 1, be there now. Where are you?
I just feel a pain in my shoulder.
All right, let's focus on that shoulder. Where is this pain?
My left shoulder. Like in the shoulder blade going down the back.
All right. So I'd like for you to zero in on that shoulder blade. Zero in on that pain. And I'd like for you to tell me if that pain shows up as any color. What color does it show up as?
Black.
Black. Very good. And if it had a texture, what would the texture of that black pain be?
Rough.
Rough. Very good. So let's go deep into that pain and make it even stronger. Make that pain even stronger now. And I'd like for you to just dive into it and see if that is a pain that belongs to Michelle or something that's attached to her. Did she create that pain? Or is it attached to her?
It's attached.
It's attached. Very good. So we can give that pain a voice. So I'm going to move my energy from her body, and we're going to bring it up. Up, 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 up. And I'd like for you to go ahead and give this pain your voice and your words. Good morning, pain.
Hi.
Hi. Can you tell me, are you male or female energy?
Male.
Male. And tell me, do you go by a name?
No.
No. So what can I call you, Pain? What would be a good thing to call you? How would you like to be addressed?
Jason?
Jason, very good. Jason, how old are you?
12.
12. And what year is it for you, Jason?
(1986).
1986. Very good. Jason, can you tell me, how long is it that you've been with Michelle?
Since 1986.
Since 1986. So what was she doing at that time? Did she call you?
No.
No. What was happening in her lifetime that made her vulnerable to allow you to attach to her?
She didn't notice.
She didn't notice. Where was she when you attached to her? Was she playing? Was she walking? Was she traveling? Where was she?
She was at school.
At school. Very good. So, Jason, I'd like to know how it is that your body died. How did it die?
Car crash.
A car crash. Mm-hmm. And what happened to your body? Where were you hurt? Take a look at that body now.
The head.
The head. What happened to your head, Jason?
It hit the windscreen.
Mm-hmm. So, Jason, when you left that body, why didn't you go to the light?
Didn't know what it was.
Were you lost? Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what happened.
You don't know what happened. So, you've been with Michelle all this time since you crashed?
Yeah.
Mm. How has she been feeling you? What does she feel from you? What are the symptoms she feels?
Pain in her shoulders and head.
Pain in her shoulders. Is this what you feel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jason, would you like to be relieved of that pain?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jason, within you is a little light. I'd like for you to find that light now. Do you see it? This is the light that created you, the light from Source. I'd like for you to focus on that light and just make that light bigger. And tell me how it feels to allow that light.
Feels warm.
Feels warm. So if it feels warm, just make it even bigger. Allow that light to just engulf you. How does that feel?
Good.
Good. And now that you feel good, Jason, would you like to finally be free of this body, of this pain?
Yes.
Yes. So I'd like for you to find where on the body you are attached.
In the left shoulder.
All right. So let's begin to remove your essence from her shoulder. And I'd like for you, Michelle, to go in there and see how it is that Jason is attached. And pull out any cords, as if you were weeding a garden. Pull them out. And as you do, they will dissolve into that light. And Jason, I know that you've caused a lot of pain for Michelle. What would you like to tell her?
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Michelle, do you forgive him for not knowing any better?
Yes.
Okay. So, Jason, I'd like for you to use that light now to shine it onto that body that was in that car that crashed. And I'd like for you to heal that body. Put it together. And tell me what happens when you shine that light onto that little boy's body.
It looks perfect again.
Very good. So now you could take that body with you and go into the light. And tell me when you see your guides or your family.
My dad's there.
Very good. Give him a big embrace. And Jason, may the light of the universe always accompany you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very good. And now that that is gone, I'd like for you, Michelle, to put a healing colored light into that space. What is your color light that you would like to put in there?
Oh, that's purple.
Very good. So go ahead and begin to bring that light in from the top of your crown and right into that space. Fill that entire shoulder and your head with that healing light, almost like as if it was a balsam, an ointment that is just covering the whole area. Allowing all of that tension to be relieved and filling in all the space that before had that blackness. And tell me when that's done.
Yeah.
Very good.
Michelle needs to go to the toilet.
Very good. And in a moment, I'm going to touch your shoulder. When I do, you'll open your eyes, and when you come back, you go even deeper. Eyes open. We're going to now scan this body and see if there's anything else in this body that is allowing perhaps those energies to latch on to Michelle's body. Take a look now. Now that she's released Bob, how does this body look now?
Good.
Very good. Very good. So now that all of that energy has been released, we're going to find out why it is that the summer heat feels so bad for Michelle's body. Why she feels like her head is going to explode. Let's find out where that comes from. I want you to just go ahead and just follow my voice through time and space. And I'd like for you to just be at that moment in time where this all began. 5. Drifting and floating through time and space. 4. Following the heat. Feeling the heat even stronger. 3. The heat getting stronger. 2. Allow the images to come now. And 1. Be there now. Where are you? What is this place?
I feel like I'm at a volcano.
Mm-hmm. What's happening there?
It's erupting.
Mm-hmm.
Just gently.
Do you have a body in this place?
No.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to focus on the observer. What is it that you are feeling with this heat? How is it affecting you?
I am the volcano?
Mm-hmm. I am the volcano. So I'd like for you to acclimate yourself into that space-time and tell me what's happening within you. Sense what's going on.
The heat is coming from the earth.
The heat is coming from the earth. Mm-hmm. What does that do for you?
Through me.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's too much.
Too much. Connect with your feelings, with your emotions. Is this something that is unexpected?
Feels like it should be normal.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
It's as if it's trying to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's no use.
Why would you like...
Why?
Tell me more. Why are you fighting this? Just talk it out.
Didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm. Didn't expect it.
But there's no trouble. It doesn't need to be like that.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
Go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. What happens when you go with the flow?
To relax into it.
Mm-hmm. To relax into it. Once you relax into it, is there a shift or a change in yourself?
Yeah, it feels calmer.
Mm-hmm. Keep feeling it. Anything else did you notice?
A volcano is just a volcano.
Mm-hmm. So how is it that this volcano is affecting the lifetime of Michelle? What is it about this summer heat that makes her feel the inability to do anything, like she's going to explode? How are these two lifetimes connected?
It's just a passing phase.
Mm-hmm. How can Michelle cool her body in the midst of all of this heat?
The ocean.
Mm-hmm. Now we know that many volcanoes, when they erupt, allow the lava to flow right into the ocean.
Mm.
Can we bring the ocean to her in this heat?
Yeah.
All right. Let's find out why it is that Michelle is feeling so much sadness, feeling that she can cry at any moment. Where is this sadness coming from? I'd like for you to go ahead now and connect with that sadness. Is this sadness coming from her or something outside of her?
From her.
Let's zero in on it. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. With each number, I want you to dive deeper and deeper into this sadness, this melancholy. 5. Feeling that sadness going deeper and deeper. 4. Allowing all of those memories of sadness to come to the surface. 3. Bubbling up. Begin to see faces, situations that are triggering the sadness. 2. Allow the images to come brighter and brighter. And 1. See it in front of you. What is the sadness?
The state of the world.
What do you see in the sadness? What do you feel?
The loss of animals and the loss of trees.
Connect with Mother Earth. What does she tell you?
She says it's okay.
It's okay. So why is it that Michelle has chosen to come here and put the sadness of Mother Earth on her? Why is she carrying the sadness?
She'll find a way to get past it. Something else will come. Seeing something so you can do something about it.
Has she chosen to come here in this incarnation to do that for the world?
She's here to help. We're all here to help.
What is her purpose for being here? What kind of help is she doing while she's here?
Adding some light.
How is that light affecting everybody?
It helps.
It helps. Is that why Bob was attached to her? Because of that light?
One of.
Who else?
He needs more than that, though.
Yes. So rather than having all of that heaviness on her and all of that sadness, how can she use this light to help lighten the world? Because we don't want this light being covered by darkness. What can Michelle do to brighten the world?
Be yourself.
Is she doing that?
She usually does.
Where does she fall short of being herself? Where does she need some help?
Time is passing. All things happen in their time.
All things happen in their time. So what advice do you have to give Michelle about shining her light and not being so sad? Interact. What does she need to interact with?
More people.
More people. Has she been keeping herself away from people?
Yes.
Yes. For what reason?
Because it was time for that.
Okay. So now, has something happened in Michelle's life that has changed when it's time now to interact?
Just time passing. Time periods for one thing comes to an end and another begins.
Okay. And now as Michelle goes through her journey, what is in store for her next? What's the next step, her next phase all about?
She has many adventures. More time for helping others.
How can she help others and serve?
It's just to help them realize how amazing they are.
All right. So is she going to be like a mirror to them? To show them their worth?
More like she's taking their hand to help them up.
Okay, good. Good. Now, she has had many adventures in her life. She's been traveling all around the world. And if she has come here to help, what has she been doing as she traveled throughout her whole life? How has her energy and her being helped in those places?
Put smiles on people's faces.
Very good. Is that why she came here to Earth?
Yes.
Okay. So will she be putting smiles on people's faces as she moves forward in life?
Yes.
Very good. Now, I noticed that you didn't show her any other past lives, except for the one that was toiling in that quarry with all the rocks. Why did you show her that life in particular?
So she could realize she was in one place.
Okay. So that lifetime made her really want to explore more.
Yeah, so she could spread more smiles around the earth.
Very good. Very good. And I'd like to know why it is that you brought her here to this session today. What is it that she needed to know and experience?
More will be revealed.
More will be revealed. Very good. And what about her body? She spent a lot of time recovering and sleeping, clearing things out. What has happened to her body? Why does she need all of this rest?
Clearing the past in preparation for a different future.
Okay, good. Will she continue to be sleeping a lot in the future?
Maybe for a little bit longer, or it's coming to an end.
Very good, very good. And I'd like to know, who has guided her? Who are her guides? What does she work with?
Angel.
Angel. Very good.
Gabriel.
Gabriel, very good. Thank you very much. And in the future, how can she connect even faster to this part of her that knows?
In a quiet place.
Find a quiet place.
Just go and sit.
Does she need to do anything when she sits?
She listens to things to stop the chatter in her mind. She won't always need to.
Okay. Just be.
Yeah.
Just go and sit. Very good. She doesn't need to go into meditation. Just take a moment to be.
Both. Either. All.
Okay.
Meditation. Longer. A few minutes sitting.
All right. And at the beginning, we did see those elephants that were free. Does she have a connection with them?
they exist in large groups with connections between all of them. It's pretty much the same in the world, which people have forgotten. It's just connection, love.
Just connection. Very good. And to just be with each other.
Yeah, enjoy.
Very good. Very good. Is there anything else that I didn't ask that you would like to tell her at this time?
Take time to relax.
Very good. Is that all?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
You look happy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
How does your body feel?
good. Feel like I need a stretch.
Yeah. How long do you think this was? How did it feel to you?
Maybe just over an hour.
An hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You did well.
Yeah.
Did well.
Yeah, a few tears. Still feel them in the side of my eyes.
What do you feel?
Tears.
Tears. Yeah.
But I'm good.
Well, it's almost like you're taking on the weight of the world on you. And you're here just to spread your light, not to take on the burden. Gaia said, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good.
It's going to be okay.
Good. So is this what you expected?
I didn't really know what to expect.
What do you think now after having done this?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice space to be.
Yeah. So is this something that you want to share? You want to keep private? What do you feel?
I'm fine to share it if you think it's good enough to share.
Wow, how do you feel?
Like I'm floating.
Like you're floating. Was this anything that you expected?
I really didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping for some enlightenment, which it is.
And what did you get? What was the most impactful thing that you got from this session? What do you feel? What's going through your mind?
Be happy. We're all amazing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live your life.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
And how does your head feel? Your shoulders?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. We are now in Queenstown, New Zealand. And how far did you travel to be here?
From Gisborne, so 2 flights.
You're in the North Island.
Yeah.
And we're in the South Island right now. And Michelle, you're going to be joining us for a gathering and a class.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, you're going to be learning hypnosis yourself.
I first thought it might be 1 out of the 3, and then as time went by, all 3 ended up in the same package.
So this is going to be great because you've actually experienced it first, and then you're going to be with other like-minded people, and then you're going to be learning the good techniques.
Definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah. So do you recommend this experience to other people?
Absolutely. It's beautiful. A beautiful space.
Yeah. It's something that, well, I told you, it doesn't feel like anything. How does hypnosis feel?
It just feels like a calm space. It's, yeah, you're just looking for what's going to come out, and it comes out.
It just comes out.
Yeah.
And you needed to go to the bathroom during this. What happened when you came back? Were you able to go back into hypnosis?
Easy, straight away.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people ask that question, what if I have to go to the bathroom and use the toilet? And no problem at all. You're still hypnotized. You don't come out of hypnosis until really we take you out, and you're really still hypnotized. I could still get her back into hypnosis right now. So even if you come out, you're still kind of like in that kind of nice space. It's not like you're out of control or anything like that.
You can still walk and see the door and use the toilet just like normal.
Yeah, and a lot of people have asked me, what if I can't get out of hypnosis? Hypnosis is not anything that you can't get out of. You're seeing a lot of people walking around hypnotizing themselves when they're looking at their phone. That's a good way of explaining how hypnosis feels like. And you certainly can get your face out of your phone and keep going. So this is what hypnosis feels like. It feels natural. So I hope I get to meet you at a a hypnosis session, all you have to do is sign up for my newsletter, which you did, and you and your partner both got a session, which was interesting. There's going to be a video with him 2 videos ago. Is her partner, and then but you got into different cities, which was interesting.
Yeah, we set up waiting for your newsletter from like 2 a.m. in the morning because we didn't realize it would be American time. We didn't know if it would be American time or New Zealand time, so we just thought we'd get up and light the fire because it was winter time and hang out and had the computer on and checked on the hour every hour. It actually wasn't New Zealand time, so we didn't need to get up that early. But however, we did both.
That's amazing.
Get a session,
when two people in a family get a session, that's really really cool
and very exciting.
Yes, and they're both going to be in the class, so they're going to both be hypnotists next week, so that'll be cool. So if I don't get to see you at a session, sign up for one of my events. I'm doing it all over the world, like you're going to be coming to that one, and we do really cool stuff there too. We channel your higher self. We do group regressions there, and depending on who's doing the event with me, if it's just me, we do it one way. If there's others, it's totally different. So each and every one is totally different. So come to one of my events, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you.